Hello, welcome to the Weekly News Show. My name is Jean-Marc. We have 7 items on today's show, so let's count that. Number 1, the Nintendo Direct was today, the day that I'm filming this, and it was amazing. Here are a few highlights that I enjoyed. Super Mario Maker 2 opening strong. I love the first one. The second one coming to Switch makes perfect sense. I cannot wait. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I've only heard very good things about this. My brothers played the poop out of it. For me, Box Boy and Box Girl, I love these games. I've heard so much about them. I've always wanted to play them, and this is a way I can play with my wife. Of course, they mentioned Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I'm sure my brother is excited about that. A Tetris Battle Royale, which I would actually be interested in playing. Tetris 989. There were some other announcements, but those were the new ones. It was refreshing. It was a fun direct that I really enjoyed. There's other things I want to talk about, like there was Astral Chain, which we don't know anything about. I'm not really excited about it. It's kind of weird and kind of out of left field, but we'll see what that's about. Number 2, Days Gone got a brand new wedding trailer. Only bringing this up because my brother David told me that it was news. Good job, David. Number 3, Apex Legends reaches a staggering 25 million players in just 1 week. This is a crazy milestone. I got this from Games Radar that this has reached. I think it's amazing and good for them. I didn't like the game. A lot of people were into it. A lot of people were liking it better than Fortnite. So good for you if you're playing it. Number 4, also from Games Radar, Fallout 76 glitch traps players in a sealed off vault full of unreleased content. That's right, a Reddit user shared the sites from being inside of Vault 63. He quotes it saying, "We entered the vault accidentally while doing a Rad Horde event. We're now trapped in here, so enjoying pictures of Bethesda send a Vault Tech rescue party." No one could blame him for documenting their unexpected venture into Vault 63 entrance, though there was some concern even being there at all could result in a permanent ban, which set a precedent for banning those explore unreleased content when it's unpublished. So we haven't heard anything yet, but it's kind of weird that Fallout just keeps messing up, keeps screwing things up on a miraculous level to a degree that I haven't really seen before. So play at your own risk. Number 5, Activision Blizzard had some major layoffs after having a record year of sales. This is coming from Kotaku. Some of the people losing their jobs are quoted as saying, "It's a bloodbath here. A lot more cuts than we were expecting. The look on people's faces as they're pulling in through the gates is just awful. This is the worst." It was carnage. People were laid off at Activision's main office in Santa Monica, where the entire team of Destiny publishing staff had been coming to work with nothing to do. Some of them were laid off, some of them were moved to Call of Duty. Other teams, some in other departments, were also laid off. People losing their jobs. This is crazy. I heard about the layoffs and it didn't make sense to people that if they had such a good year, why'd they be laying people off? And money. Money is the reason, and they wanted to keep staying on top. They want to future-proof themselves by firing people now who aren't essential or who they feel aren't essential, and it just sucks. A lot of people lose their job in this industry, but if you're getting into game development, this will happen. There are always mass layoffs, so they're doing good, doing bad when a game ships, when it's over, even in the middle. Mass layoffs happen in this industry, which kind of stopped me from wanting to pursue a career path in there. I originally moved to become like a game tester, and then I've heard terrible stories about game testing, the hours they work, how much they get paid, and then I heard from there you could just get fired at any point. So anyway, yeah, watch out. Number 6, from Japan. Now Japan, apparently, I didn't know this until very recently, is considered one of the loneliest countries in the world. And that's very, very sad. But only Japan would be brave enough to protest Valentine's Day. That's right, in Japan, there are people literally walking the streets protesting Valentine's Day with a security escort of all things. This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. I would have done this before I met my beautiful wife and got married. Now I would not do this, but I would go watch it. I'd be like, hey, you'll find someone one day. I did. You can do this. That one guy clapping is everything. That lonely guy clapping is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. This is so amazing and sad at the same time. No. Number 7, I didn't want to end Japan on a bad note, so yet again, from Japan. So if you're in Japan and you want your spirits brightened, you know what you should do? Go to their poop museum. That's right now they're under development of a poop museum. They're in very early stages where kids can play, have fun, splash around in that poop. Very, very early stages. And if you have kids, you need to go to Japan when this opens and show them what this is about. Now it's time for most of your favorite artist show games coming out this week. Number 1, The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. This is coming out for PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. This is a Japanese influenced game, a fantasy adventure game about a blind prince and a liar princess. Anyway, so they're like on some kind of adventure where one's like leading the other or something. And it's a very vague trailer that doesn't tell me a lot. So, but the art style looks nice. Number 2, The Kingsburg. This is coming out for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The Kingsburg combines parkour and flight into a free-flowing platform. This looks like an amazing platformer game with flying and platforming. Maybe you're able to only fly for a short amount of time. That's what I can surmise from what I'm watching here. And yeah, it looks really fun. Looks very competent, very fun. I would very much so love to play this game. Side-scrolling adventure time thing stuff. Number 3, Hacky Sack. Hacky Sack's coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Hacky Sack is you just like throwing a ball around and like I guess kind of hoping it like ends up in the right place from where you throw it. This person's doing it very fast, but I don't know if I'd be able to do it that quickly. But yeah, I mean, you're just throwing a ball around, you go and you catch it, and you're throwing it around some more. That's the game. It does look fun, I guess. Number 4, Hyper Jam. Hyper Jam is coming out for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Hyper Jam is a neon-soaked arena brawler for 2 to 4 players where you get to just hyper jam all over each other. There's a lot of different worlds you can play in and a few players. Kind of reminds me of an old Xbox game that I can't remember the name of right now. But yeah, top-down beat 'em up. I haven't seen one like this in a while. It's interesting that they're trying to bring this back. So yeah, I guess, you know, if you want to, like, you're bored, there you go. There's a game like this for you. Number 5, Canarium. Canarium is a psychological horror adventure. Canarium looks very spooky. It looks like a very fun walking simulator. It's based on H.P. Lovecraft stuff. And yeah, it just looks spooky and scary. I actually really like the graphics. Sometimes when you have a walking simulator, the graphics aren't that great. But this looks very good, very intriguing, and interesting to kind of figure out what is going on in this game. Very spooky. I wonder how spooky it'll be. Number 6, Degrees of Separation. This is coming out for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Xbox One. This is a game you can play as 2 different characters, one that controls warm weather and one that controls cold weather. The graphics look okay, but it's the gameplay that I'm interested in, the environmental aspects that you change as you are playing this game with 2 players. It looks interesting and looks like it'd be very tough with 2 players, but me and my wife don't destroy each other physically while playing this game. It looks very fun, interesting in how you solve puzzles with 2 players and how you're going to do this, I guess. So check it out on a gameplay level. I'm not really a fan of the way the running mechanics look, but it looks good either way. Number 7, Far Cry New Dawn. Far Cry New Dawn is coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Far Cry New Dawn is an extremely huge spoiler to the last Far Cry game that come out. So if you didn't want the spoiler, too bad. There's a whole game dedicated to it. After seeing this trailer, though, I am very, very turned off from wanting to play this game. I'm like, meh, it looks alright. I don't know if I like the characters in it. I'm sure it's fun. You'll be shocked to know I've only ever played Far Cry 2 and Far Cry Blood Dragon. Blood Dragon was one of the greatest experiences I ever had. It's a very short game, a very fun game. It was great. Number 8, Crackdown 3. This is coming to Xbox One and PC. Crackdown 3, I've heard nothing but negative things, and the only good thing is Terry Crews. So if you wanted to play Terry Crews and give him his career, and just so happened to be one of the 3 people that own an Xbox One, have fun playing Crackdown. It's the only original IP coming out of Xbox after PlayStation had God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, 3 of the most amazing games to come out on any console ever. They all came out in the same year. So yeah, have fun with Crackdown 3. That's great. Number 9, Metro Exodus. This is coming out for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. Metro Exodus is the third Metro Exodus game third Metro game to come out, and it looks crazy good. Things you do affect the environment. You can upgrade your weapon in different ways. There are zombie-looking crazy stuff in here. It's getting pretty decent reviews, and unlike Far Cry, watching Metro, I actually kind of got into it. The more I read about it, the more I look into it, the more excited I get. I don't know if I'm going to buy it new at $60, but I think this game looks fantastic, and I think it'd be worth a play if it gets down to $60. You had nothing else to do and just wanted a fun shooter. I mean, why not? Sure, it has open world elements, but I hear that it's very, very dense, and there's pockets of open world. So maybe it won't be as fetch questy as other open worlds, but we'll have to wait and see. Number 10, Jump Force. This is coming out for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Jump Force is a 3D fighting game with all of your characters from the Shinjo Jump, is that what it's called, universe, and play as all these anime characters. And I just need to say, yeah, it's cool to have all these characters in a video game, but why does it always have to be a fighting game? What's the trend in getting all these popular character together in a fighting game? You know what I mean? Maybe it's less stress for getting the IP to these characters and being like, well, it's just a fighting game. It's not like we're getting into story or anything, which I think is a little bit of a tragedy. Some people have complained about this game being weird looking because they have these weird anime characters with weird cloth clothing, but I think it's cool. I know way more of these characters than I thought. I think this would be a fun game just to play as those characters, like Naruto and Deku. It looks fun. I'm just not good at fighting games, but this game looks so amazing from a looks perspective. So yeah, if you want to play it, I don't blame you, and buy me a copy, and I will. I love the characters in it. Thank you for watching the weekly news show. My name is Jean-Marc. Please hit the like, subscribe, and like what you see, and we have all the news this week. Now do whatever you want with it. Thanks for watching, and play Metro Exodus or Jump Force. They both look very good.